do to stay together because, like you said, most of the time when people want to get a divorce, it's really like, so you want to break your family up to go out here and do what?
Right. Right. That's
What do you?
always my question. And then what?
Yeah.
I think people really think they're going to find somebody better. Probably not. Because
Yeah,
you're
but
the
are you better?
denominator.
Hello? Are you better? That's the problem. Again, identity issues. Because you ain't healed and you ain't whole. So now you walking around here looking for somebody to complete you. I don't need nobody to complete me at all. I'm
Right.
complete.
Right.
So I'm definitely not interested in somebody thinking they come to save me or complete me. And no, I'm already complete. I don't need you to complete me. You're gonna add to me just like I'm gonna add to you.
Exactly.
But that goes back to people not wanting to do the work. And some people may not even recognize that it's them. So then they blame other people. And then they, well, I'm leaving, I go get somebody else. Yeah, but you the problem. If, I tell people all the time, because I've moved several different times, I move because God tells me to move. So whenever I move to a different state or whatever, things always work out and fall into place.
Right.
Now, when I meet people that just keep moving, oh, you running from yourself. You're gonna be there at the next state. I don't care if you move to a different country, you're still gonna be there. That mirror's still gonna look at you. And what you gonna do?
And there's a saying, I think it says something like, wherever you are, there you are also.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also grew up I grew up at a time where, we didn't have social media and all of that. And I'm not a big social media person at all. Like I ain't got time to be scrolling and I ain't got time for all of that. But I think that's the problem, right? It's because I focus on other stuff. I don't have time to sit and focus on fake stuff all day.
Right.
And not pour into me, because that's what people use it for. They scrolling and scrolling. You see people out, people don't want to have conversations with you. It's weird. Like, people don't have conversations with you no more. Right. And so people don't really know how to communicate with each other. Or it's just like this weird. And so instead of people allowing the Lord to pour into them and to really do some work on themselves and focus on getting better, they just want to scroll. Well, scrolling ain't therapy. Yeah.
That's not.
I'm in a doctoral program to become a clinical psychologist, and I'm telling you that scrolling is not therapy. Yeah.
Neither is venting online to random strangers.
No.
That's not therapy either.
It's not. And so how are we going to have productive, beautiful, lovely marriages when this whole nation and all of I'm just gonna leave the United States. This nation is anti-Christ. It's not. This nation is not for marriage, and so they do everything that they can to make sure that people aren't married. Mm-hmm. Like we talked about the strong Black woman thing. Now they get people, more hyper focused on their career, and now they're propping up. Now you see all these successful women, but then you don't see as many successful Black men. Well, and not even just Black men, but just men in general. Mm-hmm. And that's on purpose.
It's by design.
Yeah, it's a way to continuously break the family down. And to keep people busy, keep kids booked up, in all different kinds of activities a day, and the families don't even know each other. I remember when I was married. That's something I can say. I can take from my marriage. So I got to retract. We used to have dinner together. Like I used to cook all the time, so we would have dinner together. Like people don't really do that anymore. Like, how do you not sit down and have dinner with your family? Like that's weird.
Right. We still do every night.
Amen.
Yeah. And since we got married, it's because that's what you do.
Yeah. But then also too, like, I'm talking to my son. My son is an adult, and I don't know if you want me to mention him. Oh well, I already did. But a lot of young people don't know how to cook. Mm-hmm. So then it reckons, you can have dinner together no matter if somebody cooks or not, but
it's different.
It's very different.
Pouring your love into this meal, that's a form of service. So you going out, you like you said, you can go get the food and bring it or have it delivered, but it's a completely different experience when, either the husband or wife are cooking, you serving your family, you're giving of yourself, your time, your effort to create this wonderful meal, and then they get to enjoy it, which is a part of you that you gave. It's a whole experience.
It is, and either the husband is cooking or the wife is cooking, or you all cook together.
Right.
But it's nothing like walking into your house and smelling somebody cooking something. I was just talking to my son today, and I was like, I need a chef because I really need to cook, because I cook for myself. I really need to cook, but I don't feel like it, because it's nothing like just having the smell of food in your house that's like homemade.
It's warm. It just warms the soul.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
If you've never had that before, you don't know what you're missing.
No.
I see a lot of women chattering online talking about cook. For who? For why? It's not just about cooking. It's the whole experience of serving. But that seems to be lost on people nowadays.
Well, that's lost because the strong Black woman thing have come in, and I ain't serving no man, and it's like, would you like for him to serve you? I mean, y'all serve each other.
Right, exactly. But nobody wants to go first. They're always like, well, I'll serve once he serves. No, you first.
That's like super petty, and that's very childish.
And yes, it is. I agree.
Yeah, if you don't want to serve your husband, then why are you married?
People don't understand that you give what you want to receive. You give it first, you're more likely to receive it.
Yeah. And I don't know what it is about women, the nagging. I'm a woman. I don't want to hear that. So I'm not getting ready to do that. Like, I don't want somebody coming nagging at me all the time. You're not going to get anything out of a man if you sit and you nagging at him all day. Don't nobody want to hear that. If you don't have something productive to say, then I don't want to hear.
Right. Agreed. 100%.
The other thing is, I don't know why, we as women do this, we'll go and tap dance at these jobs, and we got to look this way and look that way, and we got to have it together. And then you come home and you got bonnets on your head. Don't nobody want to see that. Are you kidding me? So you look better for your job than you do for your husband.
Right. Right.
Can you please? It ain't mathing.
The math ain't mathing.
No. So you go look good for these people for a check.
Yeah.
Because most people ain't living in their purpose, so that's why I'm calling it a check, because I ain't calling no career.
Right.
So you go and do all of that, and then for the man that you marry, that you say you love so much, he got to see you in sweatpants and a t-shirt and a bonnet with some holes in your socks. Are we really doing this today?
Facts. Yeah, agreed.
I don't want my husband walking through the door. Are you kidding me? Right. I would be like, I don't want to see that.
Right. Agreed. I agree with all of that.
Yeah. And the same way that he looked when I met him, I'm gonna need you ain't gonna stay the same shape for forever, but I'm gonna need you to stay in that realm.
Put in some effort.
Please. Because when you were single, you was running, you was jogging, you was doing Zumba, you was doing all the things.
You was keeping it tight.
Hello. You was ready. You was, and then you get a man, and then, well, he was attracted to you the way you looked when you met him.
Right.
But then you forgot. What'd you say?
You still got to keep it up. They didn't forget. They just didn't want to, because they like, I got the man. I don't need to. You do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how are you, like you said, how are you going to keep him interested and attracted to you?
Right.
And men, how are you going to keep her interested and attracted to you? Because I work out. I always have, whether I was single or not. And so I will continually maintain that, whether I'm single or I'm married, just because that's who I am as a person.
Right.
And so if I'm doing that now and I meet somebody, then I need to maintain this, because
Right.
he liked this person that I am.
That's the
Not me 50
expectation.
pounds heavier.
Right. Because they'll feel like you tricked them. You know, you were this way when they met you, and then y'all get married, and then you stop. So they feel like they were tricked. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's not even necessary. Just put in the work. People don't want
Yeah.
to work.
No, because the society has made everybody lazy.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't nobody want to do nothing
Right.
because they want to scroll.
Right. Right.
You know, but it's up to us to do this because we have a generation behind us that's coming up. You know what I mean? And so they have to know. You know, our pastor was just preaching today, like about how, you know, the older generation has done a horrible job at teaching the younger generation. And so now we have to go back, you know, and it's generations of teaching the wrong stuff or not being attentive or not whatever it was that we taught, wrong doctrine, whatever it is. And so we have to go back and teach those around us.
Right.
Because there's some older folks that need to be taught too.
Right.
We lead them out. So there's just generations of people that need to be taught. And because we know, it's up to us, the ones that know whatever, you know, in our field, I'm gonna say that.
Right. Yeah.
Because I don't know all the things.
Right.
But it's up to us.
Within our sphere of influence, which is
Yeah.
also the purpose of our platform.
Yeah.
We think it's important. God said it's important. It's important to us because God said it is.
Yeah. I mean, because that's in Genesis. What did it say? God made man and woman in his image. And what did he say? Multiply. You know.
He also said it is not good for man to be alone. And
No.
Create for him a helper.
Yeah. And so, you know, you hear all these people, you know, they are, you know, they got their career. I don't need no man and all of that. And okay. So what happens when you know, when a manly type of thing comes up, then what do? You don't need a man no more. You know,
right.
You want a house built, a man gonna build the house.
I saw somebody once on Instagram, I think a girl said, I don't need a man because I have apps. So who's going to show up when you press the button on the apps? It's going to be a man to put your furniture together, like you said, to build a house, probably to install your appliances in the new house that you might build with the money you earn from the degrees that you have. Yeah. You still need men.
Every time I've moved, there was a man to move me, whether it was family members or it was movers.
Right.
Wasn't no women there to help move. I'm not picking up a couch. Are you kidding me?
Right.
My cousin was laughing at me because when I moved where I live now, I had to order another bed, but I already had a bed. But I didn't know that the movers weren't going to put all the parts of the older bed together. It was like 3 pieces. And like, I'm trying to screw this. I was like, oh my God, my fingers hurt for like a week and the bed was not put together, right? My cousin had to come over here and help me because, who don't want a man around to do that?
Right.
I didn't know what to do. I ain't supposed to know what to do. you know, it was men that carried all this stuff. It was men that put the stuff on the truck to move it across the country. It was a man. So I don't know what you're talking about. Well, bless him. Amen. I'm going to say it.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm going to say, like you said, that's Antichrist.
It is 100%.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think that's a good place to end for now. I'm sure we can think of many other conversations to have, but this episode, I think that's a good ending place. Thank you so much for your time and all your wisdom, helping all of the folks doing all of the things out there. And if anyone has any questions for Yafa or myself after you watch the video, please put the comments below. We'll certainly do a follow-up video if anybody has questions. If Yafa is willing, which hopefully she will be if I beg her hard enough, maybe we can get her to do it. But thanks for everybody for watching. Thank you, Yafa, for your time again. And hope everyone has a blessed day.
Thank you. I had a good time.
Thank you.
Bye.